Welcome to a tutorial on importing CSV files into the inventory module in Evolution ERP. We're starting off at the login screen, selecting our company, and to import items you're going to click on the inventory menu on the side and go to Tools. On the Tools page we'll be clicking on CSV File Importer, and that's going to bring us to this page. From here we can upload a new CSV file from the computer's hard drive, or we can reprocess or run an incomplete update from a previous upload. So if I click on Choose File, we will go, I think this one here, we'll call it Video Tutorial 2, and we'll click Next. So on the Import CSV Pricing screen, there are a number of things you can do with this tool. The first is simply adding new items into the inventory. The second thing is updating your existing inventory with a new CSV or Excel spreadsheet. You might be updating the costs, the price, or maybe the product descriptions. And the third thing is you can bring in supplier specific pricing for the inventory item, or for a lot of inventory items, where you want to be able to purchase that item from multiple different suppliers. You can bring each supplier's pricing file in, attach it to those inventory items, and then when you're quoting or on purchase order screens, you'll have the specific pricing for that supplier for those items. So we'll start at the top, we'll import some new items. And essentially, once you've selected that option, it is just now a case of matching these columns with the fields that you want to update. So we're going to need the Evolution product code that we want to go into the system, so that will be our code. We can also choose the description. That will be our description. This looks like our unit of measure, so let's go ahead and mark that one. That can be our cost, so that's a good field. We might unselect that first row because that's just a header row on the spreadsheet, and that's quite common, so often you'll deselect that first row. And as a basic starting point, that's probably all we need. We can submit that. So you can see that we've got some issues. So we've inserted a row, and on the others we've got a failure. And what this is telling us is that these items already exist in the database. So that leads us to our second option, which is we can update the inventory items that are already there using this same file. There's another way we could do that. We could circle all the way back, go back into the file importer. We can reselect this Video Tutorial 2 that we created earlier, hit Next, and that gets us back to the same screen. So this time around, we'll select Update Existing Inventory Items, and we'll essentially nominate the same column. So that's our item code, that's our item description, that's our unit of measure, and we'll put our cost in as well. And we'll scroll down and hit Select, and this time we've got a successful report on every item as the system's been updated. Down here we can see that the system has updated 0 items. This will be because none of these items have changed. So what we could do is we could come in and we could change this to my old description. This is one of the items that was imported, this one here, which we can see there. So let's go back. Let's go again, update existing inventory items. We'll select the code, select the description, select the unit of measure, grab the cost, update. And we've got one item changed. So supply specific pricing. This is the last option. So let's head back out, come into our CSV file importer and testing supplier pricing. And let's choose a file. All right, we're going to import supplier specific data. And the supplier that we want to import this for is Vines IT. And we will say we do not want to update the supplier code. So this field is telling us that we want to import supplier pricing this time around. You have to nominate the supplier because the system needs to know where all this data has come from, which supplier. If we set this to yes, it's going to update the main cost on our item, which is this item here, this cost here. It will update this with the supplier cost if it exists in that item. So we'll set that to no for now. If the item doesn't have the supplier's data on it, then do you want to add it if it's missing? We'll select yes on this one. And then we're going to go through. So we're going to select, this is our code. This is our supplier code. This is our description. This is our cost. And let's give that a go. So let's see how this has gone. Let's go and have a look at one of these items. So it looks like we've inserted some new data into that item. Let's go and have a look. There it is. We'll go to the purchasing tab. There it is. So Vines IT, we buy this product, that's the code, and we pay $3.99 for it. Now on our main item, it was able to find a match because our code was the same as the supplier code. So it spotted that it was they were an identical match, so it did the update. And it just so happens that the price in the system for us is correct anyway. And that's pretty much it. So that is a quick introductory lesson on importing CSV files into the inventory module in Evolution ERP. Thanks for your time.